Hi everyone, welcome to Anatomy 1. We're going to have a great semester. This is just a quick orientation through the Canvas course. So the course, this course and this anatomy course is a hybrid course, which means that your lab will be entirely face-to-face, the traditional face-to-face in the classroom, but your lecture will be entirely online. It's going to be primarily asynchronous, which means that you'll be doing most of the activities by yourself on whatever, your own schedule. We will have one Zoom meeting per week. There's two ways to access it. The best way is to go to the Tech Connect Zoom. Then it's going to list all of the upcoming Zoom meetings, and you can just click join to go. You can also access it from the calendar. On the calendar, the one that says ANAT1 Human Anatomy, if you click on this, it gives you the Zoom link right there as well. The calendar is also a really good way to sort of see everything that you're doing all at once. Okay, so this is going to be populated with all of your Canvas assignments. Okay, not just my class, but any class you're enrolled in. So that's excellent. So on the far left, the calendar. Okay, let's go back to Anatomy 1. This is the home page. For the home page, you can always come back to the home page using this tab button right here, home. On the home page, I've got some clickable buttons for you. This is the syllabus. That's the first thing you want to do. Kind of read through that, make sure you're comfortable with all of the class policies. Most of the time, you're probably going to be clicking the modules. That's where your lecture videos are going to be found, as well as your assignments for lecture. Those are all going to be in the modules. You can click here, or you can click here on the left where it says modules. I also have some resources for you, things like Student Technology Help Desk, which you can also click here, a link to tutoring, basics needs programs, that kind of stuff, and then just some general study advice, some suggestions on how to approach anatomy. Those are right there. Now this right here, questions. So if you have a question about course policies or course material, please put it into the Q&A forum instead of emailing me directly. So anything that is not specific to you, things like, I don't understand this question on the homework, or, when is the due date, that kind of stuff, please put it into the Q&A forum. And the reason for that is because that makes it so that everyone in the class can get the answer, and it just makes it easier and quicker to get information out to everybody. Okay, so click on the Q&A forum. That'll take you to the discussions. You can also click on discussions. Once you are here, the very first thing I want you to do is subscribe to the Q&A forum so that you get notifications when there are new posts. That way you don't miss any information. So if I'm answering a question, that way you can get the answer. So you can subscribe by clicking it until it is green. Then you are then subscribed. Okay, so let's look at the syllabus real quick. I'm not going to read it through you because you guys can read. I do want to mention that these are links to information that you will need to know. So for example, what material do I need for the class? That goes through all of the required texts and all of that information. The other thing that I wanted to highlight is down here where it talks about technical difficulties. So for lecture, because it is entirely online, that means your quizzes and your exams will be taken online as well. They're going to be scheduled for particular days. You'll have 24-hour periods to take those quizzes and exams. So if any technical difficulties arise during your exam, please make sure you document them with a screenshot. And here's a resource on how to do that. That way, I have some sort of documentation I can help you out. Okay, so please make sure you're documenting any problems that happen. Okay, so let's go to the modules. Okay, so in the modules, we have the first one we have is the Getting Started module. In that module, you're going to have resources. So for example, welcome to Anatomy 1. Notice that this one is black and these are gray. And the reason for that is I have it set so that in the modules, you won't be able to do the assignments until you watch or view the associated resources. So for example, the Welcome to Anatomy 1, this is where I'm going to put the orientation video that I'm doing right now. And then once you've gone through the resources that I'm giving to you, then you'll notice that they will now be unlocked, and now it's black, and now you can access it. Okay, so in the future, when you get to, for example, lecture videos, those are the resources that I want you to view. Okay, so for this class, I'm not going to be lecturing live. All of the lectures are recorded. Okay, so you're going to need to make sure that you watch the videos. I have it, I broke up my lectures into slightly more manageable chunks. Okay, so when you're watching these videos, remember, these are your lectures, right? So you want to pretend like you're in the classroom, take notes while you're watching the videos. And then after you watch the video, it's going to take you to a mini quiz. Okay, anytime you see the word mini, that means that those are practice quizzes, and you can take those practice quizzes an unlimited number of times. And I really suggest that you take it until you get full points. These are intended to be easy points, so please make sure you're taking them until you get all your points. Okay, so they're just sort of make sure you master the material from the quizzes. Okay, so it's set up so you watch your videos, you take your little mini quiz, and then it's going to give you access to the textbook, and then the last thing that will be the homework. Okay, so in the modules, they're set up by week. Okay, so in the week 1, we'll be doing the introduction video, and then also the cell lecture videos, and then the mini quizzes for each. And at the very end, we're going to kind of sum it all up with a collaborative quiz. It's just a discussion forum where you're going to be writing a question based on that week's material and then answering 2 other people's questions. Okay, I think that's everything. Just remember that for lecture, we will be meeting once a week on Zoom. Again, you can access it through the Tech Connect Zoom. For lab, though, we will be meeting face-to-face on campus. So I'll see you then. Bye.